Super people flying higher than high. Super people, you watch the poor folks die. Super people are with the super smile. I bet you wouldn't live in the ghetto for a while. Super people don't help no one. Just worrying about yourself, just having big fun. Just having big fun. You're having big fun. People down, you're having big fun. Keep on having fun. Ooh, super people. Oh, what are we gonna do? If you don't give love and respect, then the blame's on you. I'm gonna fight for our equal rights as long as we can. God made everyone a part of this land. Oh, super people, super minds, super houses, all flying high. Super people with the super minds, super houses, all flying high, flying high. Super niggas with the super fly minds. Is that the way you wanna live your life all of the time? Never knowing, never showing what's right and what's wrong. How can you deal with the truth when your reality is all gone? Super whiteys, why can't you see that people are just people and you know better than him or me? I'm gonna fight for this land, one and all. No one on this earth but God can make us fall. Super whiteys, super niggas, super fly minds, all flying high. Super whiteys and super niggas, don't pull the trigger. Whiteys and super niggas, don't do it, don't do it. Super people, you got to change your ways. It can't be tomorrow, it's got to be today. The world needs peace. You know the world, it needs peace. Lay it on me now, peace. Lay it on me, peace. Got to give us peace now. Got to give us peace. Got to give us peace now. Got to give us peace. Got to give us peace now. Super people using the dope. Super people making the smoke. Super people shooting your guns. Super people watching the run.
Hola. Hey, Eric. Yeah, I'm still banned for calling Matt Krotz a faggot. I still stand by that, but, you know. It just sucks that I don't know, you just can't say anything anymore, man. Like, everybody's like, I guess not liking motherfuckers is illegal now. Like, I thought that was acceptable. That, different strokes to rule the world. Well, apparently we all gotta beat the same fucking drum to the same fucking beat, and if we don't, we get kicked. Fuck it. I don't care. Ban me, I'll just make another account. Fuck. Or I'll just stop going to that website. But, it's the start of the weekend, man. I'm off of work. I just got home, and as soon as I got home, I was like, it's Friday, I'm gonna get high. And I'm gonna stream getting high while I listen to Super People by the Notations. Because I like that song. Because I can be a super whitey. But can you be a super nigga? In our super houses with our super minds. The super people to save mankind, you know? I like shit like that, man. I hope y'all do too. Mainstream music sucks, but there's a lot of good stuff still being made. Even though that's like from the fucking 70s. There's still stuff like that. Like, there's this one modern funk group called Thumpasaurus, and they're pretty fucking cool. They actually did that song, it got trendy and went viral for a little while, the Strutting song. I'll play that for a minute. In a minute. We'll watch the video, and then we can comment on it, I guess. I don't know. Or maybe I'll just get flagged and they'll take the video down for copyright shenanigans. And then I'll just do it again. Until eventually I'll get tired of doing it, or they'll get tired of banning me. I don't know which one's gonna come first, but eventually I may get bored. Sorry, I'm spacing out. I'm also paying attention. Yeah, the Super People one? Yeah, it might be. I think it's like, it may even be the 60s, like late 60s, maybe like 67, 68, something. I'll look in a second. I really don't, I know about when some stuff was made, but I never really know specifics. I always like admired people who could do that. Like, even though I'm not into sports, I've known guys who could like, they could basically just quote the back of like fucking trading cards, you know? They'd be like, yeah, he's had like fucking 900 yards and yada yada, you know? And I'm like, holy shit, how the fuck do you retain all this information? Like, holy fuck. And it's not just one, they know about it with like fucking 10 or 20 different fucking players. And it's like, shit, do you even know what color his poop is? I don't know. I mean, I'm not shitting on it, I've just never been into sports. But it's just, I do admire like the ability to actually like memorize all these like crazy minute details that really don't serve any purpose, but you know, to be able to quote, I guess. Some people are like that about comic books and stuff too. I'm not. I'm just a dumb connoisseur. I'm just a consumer. And then I make things occasionally, especially when I poop. Oh, 75? I'm 2 years older. It sounds 70. Oh, is it 75? Did you look? Because I thought you had... I don't know. It may be 75. There's no telling. All that shit kind of blends together to a degree. I mean, you can tell disco is always, you know, from the 70s, because nobody made any disco after 79. And yeah, so disco's the only one I can really place in the 70s, without a doubt. Anything else, I kind of have to sit and really kind of think about it because, like, I'm like, was that 60s or 70s? Because a lot of the rock was very similar between the two. And then, hippie music, of course, the Christian folk rock. And a lot of people forget that hippies were Christians. I wonder why that is. I don't know. That's whatever, though. I forgot what I was talking about. Must not have been that important. Pretty high, though. Fucking crazy day at work. Let's see here. Maybe I could... There we go. Alright, let's see here. Yeah, they came out with this song last year. Let me pause it real quick.
Here's my strutting, do-do-do. Strutting my way on over to you. You like my strut? I like yours too. Strutting my way on over to you. Seems like these days got nothing to do. Hit the sidewalk and strut with you. Strutting in the morning, strutting at noon. Strutting in the nighttime under the moon. Hey you, I like you too. And do you mind if I strut for you? Baby, feel free to strut for me. You got a strut, everybody should do. Watch that thing go side to side. Strut so hard with the strutting thighs. Strut your way into my mind. I'm fool. Cause strutting so fun. Having a strut don't cost $1. Take my dog, don't forget the collar. But I'm the dog and I like your smell. Can't help it. You strut so well, and baby, you got a head start. Strutting your way into my heart. Take your hat off, make yourself at home. Have a steady night, then strut on home. Day one, I'm in love with your strut. Day two, I'm in love with your strut. Day three, I'm in love with your strut. Guess what? I'm in love with your strut. Day one, I'm in love with your strut. Day two, I'm in love with your strut. Day three, I'm in love with your strut. Guess what? I'm in love with your strut. I like your strut. Do you wanna go strutting, strutting? You like my strut? Then let's go strutting. I like your strut. Do you wanna go strutting, strutting? You like my strut? Then let's go strutting right now.
Oh, wrestling is on over there. Are you gonna stream? I don't know if you've been streaming or not lately, Doug, because I never get the notifications when you do for whatever reason. Oh, Roman Reigns. Yeah, I have no idea about that. But yeah, if you're free, you want to hop on, Doug, you can. I mean, I know you're busy right now, but when wrestling's over, I suppose. I don't know, did you hear from your sister, honey? Huh? Okay. So we're not going? Okay, well that's all you have to say. Okay. Don't give me a mystery, give me an answer. You weirdo, you wanna hop on? Oh, you're going to the bathroom? Okay. My wife's gonna go poop, everybody. I just want y'all to know that. 'Cause everybody poops. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I might play a game. I was possibly gonna play something with the missus there. It'd be nice to play with Doug once in a while, but I guess he doesn't play them damn video games anymore. He's too old and crotchety for that shit. I got a bunch of updates. Ground Branch has an update too. That's pretty cool. And I still gotta finish Shadow Warrior 3. I think I got stuck somewhere and that's why I stopped playing. No, I got really into that Atomic Heart game is what it was. But yeah, I even like double check on Doug's YouTube and I make sure, like sometimes I'll even unclick the bell and then re-click it so I can go in and select, you know, notify me for everything or whatever. And still, like half the time I don't get jack shit, dude. But those channels that have like thousands of subscribers, or not thousands, but millions of subscribers, I get updates. I get updates on channels I don't even fucking watch anymore. And I don't even get updates on the channels that I do watch, it seems. So I guess I need to go through YouTube and just clean up all my damn subscriptions. And just only be subscribed to people like Doug. Maybe then, if I unsubscribe to everybody but Doug, maybe then I'll actually get notified when he streams. And I'm not saying that it's your fault either, Doug. I know it's YouTube being stupid. It's just aggravating sometimes. Because there have been times where I saw that you streamed later, and I was like, well, shit, I was free. I could have watched that. But I didn't know about it. But yeah, I don't know. Aubrey and Mrs. Skinny and well, everybody knows she's Aubrey, but just to stay consistent, Mrs. Skinny and I watched Blackbird on what was it, Apple TV. Uh, we already canceled our subscription, so I didn't watch anything else on there. We just signed up for like the 1 week free, and we watched Blackbird, which is about a drug and gun trafficker. Uh, Jimmy Keene gets busted, uh, and they send him to jail for 10 years because he takes a plea bargain that he was told was only going to be 5, and he may get out in like 2 or 3. But anyways, so he's in prison, and then they come up to him after like 7 months or so, and they're like, "Hey, we got a deal for you. What we'll do is we have a prisoner at this other facility, and he's a child killer, and we need a confession, uh, a real confession from him. So we can transfer you to that prison, and if you get a confession from him before he gets his appeal, we will commute your sentence immediately. But if he doesn't get the confession, he's stuck in this super high security prison full of fucking killers and rapists and all, like, the worst of the worst, basically. And it's a really good show. And the killer was fucking Larry Hall. And it's crazy son of a bitch. I don't think they found, to this day, they still haven't found any of the other bodies, though, sadly. But yeah, a guy is locked away for life. So, I mean, you know how the story ends. So you're gonna look it up on Google anyways. So whatever. It's still a really interesting show to watch because it really goes into detail about. Oh, it's still really. It's still worth watching even if you know how it ends, because you don't know how it gets there. So. Beyond that, I haven't really been watching a lot of TV. Just watching YouTube stuff. Like, been watching this Uncharted X channel, which is this guy. He's actually been on Rogan a few times. I forget his name. I'm not good with names. But I remember his channel name, Uncharted X. Because they plastered all over the damn place in the videos, which good for them. Not dogging that. Just I see it a lot, so I'm gonna remember that. But he does a lot of videos about like ancient ruins and stuff and how precise they are and everything. And his videos actually really goes into detail about this shit. Like, he doesn't just blast through it and give you the cliff notes. He's actually, looking at it. He's got a whole fucking almost, I think it's like an hour long video where all he is doing is just analyzing this one hole with threads in it. So if you really want to get into like the nitty gritty of that kind of stuff, then you can watch that. If you want to skip over a lot of what most people consider the boring shit as far as that goes, was it Bright Insight is the other channel, and that's another guy who's also been on Rogan too. And he's in with what's his name? Shit, I can't remember his damn name now. I usually remember this guy's name, but he's been on Rogan too. He's the one who talks about the Younger Dryas and everything. Not Graham Hancock, but the other guy. Shit, what is his name? I can't remember his name for the life of me. But it's really cool stuff. Like I'm getting really into like the ancient civilization stuff. Yes. I've been researching into the emerald tablets of Thoth or Tho, uh, which it's believed that he was uh, a surviving Atlantean uh, who settled and then ended up pretty much starting the land of Kim, which became ended up becoming what is now Egypt. It's really interesting stuff, though. I don't know what else to talk about, honestly. I'm just kind of bored. Just politics are crazy. I'm not going to talk about anything involving politics. It's all bullshit to me. Uh, most of the books, I'm getting ready to ship out the rest of the books. Probably go out tomorrow. Still waiting on the not safe for work covers, but I did get the proof. I've approved it, so they should be in production. So I should get them within the next week or so, and then once I get those, ship those out, and then we're done. We're good to go. But anyways, so that'll be done. That'll be wrapped up. I'll have everybody but the not safe for work covers shipped by the end of either this weekend or I might have to drop some stuff off on like a Tuesday or Wednesday or some shit. But yeah, I'll have most of it done. What the fuck are y'all listening to? Oh. Oh. Okay, there we go. I don't know what the hell that was. Hey, honey. There we go.
Howdy.
I'm gonna turn this off. There we go. Hey.
Hey, hey.
Hey, hey. So what's going on? Are we gonna like play World War Z or something, or?
Sure.
I forgot I had a Dr. Pooper.
We have a special one, too.
And I forgot I had a coffee.
Mhm.
I got all kinds of drinks, guys. Bless you.
Thank you.
And I got a shake in the freezer.
You have 3 shakes in the freezer.
One of those is yours. I ate mine though.
Oh,
I
well, you
thought.
have 2 shakes in the freezer now.
Oh, you're not gonna eat it. Well, yours is all like freezer burnt and shit. Why would I want that?
Oh,
Like here, have
it
this
didn't.
expired food that I don't want anymore.
It didn't look
That
freezer
tastes
burnt.
like shit. I don't know. I'll probably still eat it.
Did you bring the bag in?
Yeah,
Oh, good. Good, 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 good.
I need to finish cleaning my thingy too. Well, that's just rude. By the way, I hope everybody knows that you should not bring my books around K9 units at any point in time.
Yeah. They may have a residual smell to them.
I doubt it. But a dog might smell something that we can't.
Right. Well, hey, if you give them the warning beforehand.
I'm just getting ready to smoke, 'cause I'm gonna hit a little bit of dope and I don't know. Did you smoke yet?
Mm-hmm. But I think I'm gonna smoke again. Oh, I crunched my tailbone.
Oh, I gotta ship you those books too, Eric. Make sure and send me your address or whatever, so I can send you those copies, and that way you'll have some of your own covers to take to the cons and stuff like that.
How considerate.
Hmm?
How considerate.
Well, Eric did the cover for me.
Yeah. But that's, I don't know, it's really nice of you. I think. I don't know.
I try to
I
be.
don't know what the norm is.
I don't know what the norm is either. I'm just doing what I do.
Yeah.
I don't worry about what other people are really doing anymore. I don't think people should. And I'm not saying it in a necessarily a mind your own business, but just do your own thing. Just do what feels right, man. Just ignore everything else. Don't try to copy other people or anything like that. Just find what feels good and do that. It's like sex.
Right.
I don't know. I mean, as far as like, at least in the realm of like indie comics, there are no fucking rules. You can do whatever. If you want to release a trade that's like 48 pages, fucking go for it. If you want to call it a graphic novel, go for it. Who fucking cares? There are no rules, my man. Well, there is one rule. Like, if you print anything with Comic Sans, you're just automatically a piece of shit.
Noted.
Which makes me feel really bad because Comic Sans was my favorite font, like back in the days of, uh, what was it, AIM, AOL Instant Messenger, and there was Messenger and Yahoo Messenger.
Yeah. And MSN Online or whatever.
Yeah, MSN Messenger. Yeah, this is crazy, man. Now all our communication is just like that, though, if you really think about it. Except we just don't have chat rooms anymore, really. We got social media for that, I suppose. Which I would
Mhm.
say is worse. I like chat rooms a hell of a lot more. That's still a thing. I might need to look into that. They're probably all full of fucking bots now. You know, there's like this dead internet theory where, like, only like at the highest, like 40% of the internet is actually real people. The
Hmm.
rest of it is just fucking bots and algorithms and which at first you think like, oh man, that's crazy. But then the more you think about it, you're like, yeah, but I get all these fucking bot accounts messaging me.
Mhm.
And what I mean is like people only make up like 40% of the internet. And it's called a theory because it's been proven.
Hmm. Hmm.
At least within the scientific field, most people think that like a theory just means like an idea. No, an idea is just an idea. I think it goes from the idea to hypothesis, which is where you've tested it and achieved the results you want, and that's the hypothesis. And then a theory is where you can continue to replicate your results.
Mhm.
And then I don't know what's beyond that. I'm pretty sure that's right. But it's weird how like socially we'll say like theory as in it's just a proposed idea.
Mhm.
I don't know, I thought it was interesting.
I think it's interesting.
Yeah, Larry was telling me something about America being a new third world country, and then I just had to correct him. I'm like, that was, it's about the world wars because first world countries were part of the Allies, and then second world was the Axis, and third world is just anybody who didn't participate, remain neutral.
Hmm.
Third world doesn't just mean a shithole country. It just, anyways. But he said, but in today's context, socially, I was like, yeah. I was like, but in today's context, a woman can have a dick. So, I mean, in today's context, everybody's retarded. So that really doesn't carry a whole lot of weight. Like, well, in today's context, yeah. Today's context, everything's fucking upside down, sideways, and inside out, and all because everybody wants to feel special. I ain't special. It's okay to not be special. Jesus was special. I'm not special, I'm just a person, and that's okay. Because I live in a world with a bunch of other persons. And that's all they are too. It's just people.
And sometimes it's more important to be special to individuals that you love more so than special overall.
Yeah. AOL. Remember paying for internet by the hour?
Hmm.
That was wild. You tell a fucking kid that today, you'd probably blow his mind, Eric. I'll blow their minds even further and be like, when before the internet, if we had party chats that were 1-900 numbers, where you had to pay by the minute.
Oh, geez. That would get expensive real fast.
Yeah, I ran up a bill a couple times. Oops. I'm sorry, I was a really horny teenager.
Yeah.
I got laid a lot by doing that, though. Like, when I have a boy, we gotta watch out because, yeah, I was meeting up with strangers from the internet and I just got lucky enough that they were legit women. Back when I wouldn't even. Maybe the internet was just safer then. I suppose it kind of was.
Hmm.
Yeah, the Nintendo Hotline was one too. Or just you have to buy a book too. Not a strategy guide, but they would also have like books filled with cheat codes and stuff for a bunch of different games for plat specific platforms. Like I remember having one of those books for Game Boy Color at one point. And it's just a little pocket book, but it had a shit ton of cheats in it for a bunch of different games.
Hey, in the bag, there should be a lighter.
What color is it?
I
Oh,
don't know.
I don't know. I was just asking. Maybe if I was looking for a color, I would. I don't see a lighter in here.
At all?
No. Did you take it out?
Uh-uh.
Oh. Well, it's a good thing that I found this lighter.
Thank you.
Yeah. Yeah, you're still a bit older than me too, so I'm from a different generation. I'm from the generation where I went to my dad's work at a Tractor Supply company, which basically he just sold tractor parts and stuff like that. It's a really cool place though. It's an office job for him, but he had the shop in the back where he hung out with all the mechanics and stuff. But he'd take me in, or he'd go in to work on Saturdays because there was internet there. But anyways, I would also go with him to work a lot, and I would take that opportunity to print up a bunch of strategy guides from like GameFAQs.com, or I think it was like CheatCC.com, I think was another one, which was short for Cheat Code Central.
Gave the computer an STD central. I remember like there were so many websites that you just had to just could not go to
Yeah,
back then
I don't know what
because
you're talking about.
like you'd get a computer virus going to certain websites.
It wasn't necessarily from going to certain websites, but it's from people downloading shit like images and stuff like that. But yeah, but now we have all this antivirus stuff, and I don't know. I don't think people mess around with that shit anymore. The novelty of it wore off, but it was crazy back then, though. You had to be super careful. You were right.
Mhm.
Yeah, I remember waiting like it felt like I had to wait hours. Like my dad ended up getting a free computer from work, or maybe he bought it at a discount or something, but they got new computers or something. So he ended up getting one of their older ones at work, and I think this was probably maybe about 92 or 93. And it was one of the older ones, and he ended up getting some games for it on the big actual floppy disks, the big ass ones. And there was like a Tom and Jerry game and stuff. And we ended up getting the Duke Nukem games, the first ones, which were actual, side scrolling platformers
Mhm.
uh, and stuff like that. It's really cool though. But I remember like when we first got the internet, I was so excited. I was pumped because I had been playing the shit out of Chex Quest because I got that on the CD with like the 10,000 free hours of AOL or whatever. My parents got it. And I was finally on the computer, and where did I want to go? Nickelodeon.com.
Yeah.
So I typed it in. I was ready, and I hit enter. Poof. And then I waited like 4 hours for a prompt to load, asking me if I wanted Nickelodeon or nickatnight.com.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, it really wasn't 4 hours, but it was like 2 hours I had to wait. Legit. But yeah, and it was crazy because back then you had to use your landline, and we didn't have cell phones or anything, so we were always using the landline. So that would take up your landline being on the internet. If people called, it would either kick you off or they would get a busy signal.
Yeah.
Um, it used to be, I think it would just be a busy signal, and then I guess a lot of people complained or something. They made it to where it would just boot you off. And we like the computer that my dad got, so we ended up. My parents just got a second line for the house that they just used just for the internet,
Hmm.
which I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't until like I want to say like the 2000s when they actually started having internet where it would actually like give you a little prompt when somebody would call when they moved from dial up to broadband. It would actually give you that prompt and it would be like, do you want to put your session on hold and answer this call? This person's calling. And I remember that. I don't remember ever accepting a single fucking one.
Well, at least nobody died.
And getting on the internet was loud, dude.
Yeah.
Like the sounds that computer would make. That's not sounds you want the computer to make when you're trying to watch porn at 3 a.m. So we had like one of those like computer desks where there was like a hutch up top. I stuffed pillows into it because it was one of those E machines.
Mhm.
And yeah, that suppressed it a good bit. But then later I figured out that you could actually go into the settings on the on the launcher and you could actually turn off the sound for when it was connecting. So at night when I went on the prowl to either have cyber sex, talk to ladies, or just look at pictures of naked ladies, I would go in, turn it off, back out, sign in. Not a sound. But before I went to bed, go in, turn it back on. Because I didn't want them to know.
Yeah.
I want them to think that every time I get on the internet, they're going to hear that sound.
Right.
So I didn't say shit. That's what scares me. What are our kids not going to tell us about technology? That's going to be strange.
Yeah.
So are we playing? I see you
Well,
got the thing up.
I thought that you were gonna show off that new thing,
New thing.
the new soda.
Oh, I guess. I don't know. Hey, we got a new soda. Hey, Fly Fox, you showed up just in time. We got strawberries and cream, Dr. Pepper. Okay, I'm gonna hand this to Mrs. Skinny.
I'm guessing it's good since he took like 4 drinks.
I'm assessing the taste, ma'am.
Right. If it was bad, you wouldn't have taken another drink.
20 seconds, man. That takes like 20 years. Or so I'm told. That's really good though, man. I don't mean to undersell that at all. That actually is a lot of effort for 20 seconds because I kind of dabbled in Flash animation a little bit, and it took me forever just to get a like 3 second thing of a ball bouncing. So, what do you think?
I don't like it.
You don't like it? You know what it tastes like to me?
Those cream savers.
No.
Oh,
It tastes like Red Pop. Fago Red Pop.
huh.
It tastes just like I remember Fago Red Pop tasting.
I just don't like creamy soda flavors, and I know you do. So
I don't give a shit. I'll drink it.
yeah.
I wouldn't recommend buying this though. Save your money and just grab a Fago. Send your mom straight up to the stove. Tell that bitch to bring home a Fago.
Hmm. Hmm.
I was a
Excuse me.
juggalo. Of course I'm going to love Fago, and I still do love Fago. Fago was one of the cheapest sodas you could get in southern Alabama, which was really weird because when I moved to Tucson, Arizona, the only place I could buy Fago was this really ritzy up-class grocery store on the east side of town, which was really ritzy. It was like AJ's Fine Foods or whatever. Um, Fly Fox probably knows what I'm talking about. And you could go in there and they sold like glass bottles of Fago for like $4 or $5 for like I think it was like 18 or 20 ounce bottle. And it was like I was like, what is going on? Because Fago used to be like a 3 liter for 99 cents. And now like all the rich people are drinking it in Arizona. And I just thought that was the funniest thing in the world that maybe there's like some rich guy living out in Tucson. He thinks he's hot shit because he's got a fridge full of Fago. But in reality, there's probably, thousands of people living in shitty trailers falling apart that probably have more Fago than he will ever have.
Both empty and not empty.
Both empty and not empty. Uh, and then you could also buy it at Hot Topic because, they sold band stuff and ICP was, really into the, yeah, I think it was, I don't remember exact because it's been so long, man. Because I ended up, I was actually living on the east side, I think, because I was right there at the corner where Sabino Canyon Park is. There's an apartment, or there was an apartment complex called Pinnacle Heights. And I was actually in that one building right at the corner that could look out over the road and stuff, which was really cool because I went to Sabino Canyon all the time and got really high and hiked around and had sword fights with the bamboo that they had growing there, which is really weird. You're like, it's a desert, and they got bamboo everywhere. Still very cool. I miss Arizona. I want to go back at least to visit.
Hmm.
Maybe not move, because I do like Washington a lot, and Arizona doesn't have recreational weed yet that I know of.
Mm-mm.
Uh, which that was a cool place because, like, what was it, the Ronstadt Center or whatever the hell they called it? It was a bus station named after Linda Ronstadt, but that was their little depot that you got to. I think it was by one of the other malls. Man, that bus system was crazy, man. It was cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I think I had a lot of friends that because I ended up going to school, even though I lived over there by Sabino Canyon over on I think it was like Tanky Verde. Verde. I always said Verde because I'm Southern. But I ended up going to school out on the west side of town over there from, because I think it's like sunrise, sunset, and then it turns into Ina or some shit like that. But I went to school way over there for whatever reason. Oh, Arizona has recreational weed? Oh,
Oh.
we might go to Arizona.
Hmm.
That's dope. Pun intended. I don't know. I had a lot of good memories in Arizona, man. I mean, yeah, it got like 112 degrees, but at least to me, coming from the land of, 102 with like 70% humidity, where you're just sweating to death. I really didn't feel the heat in Arizona. Like when they say it's a dry heat, you really don't feel it, at least to me.
Mm-hmm.
You have to be really careful though and drink lots of water because you'll sweat, but like it'll evaporate, I guess. I don't know. It was really cool though. I got scared a few times because, like, this one time when I was walking over to my buddy's apartment in Pinnacle Heights, I was walking down, I was getting ready to walk up, and then a whole damn pack of javelinas showed up and they came right for me. Not like charging, but they were coming in my direction. And those are those big pig things, man. And
Mm-hmm.
they're mean as hell, too. They'll kill anything, they don't care. Uh, I hate them. I hate them with a fiery passion. I ended up just climbing on somebody's car until they just fucked off. I mean, I didn't really have anything else to do. And it's just like, up, I'm going on the car then. I'll let these fuckers get by me. And then there was another time where I was waiting for some friends to pick me up. And I was out playing hacky sack by the entrance of the apartment complex. And I was out in the light. And then I saw this thing that started coming towards me. It just looked like a big dog, you know? And I was like, shoot, get out of here. I don't want to deal with your shit. And then it just like, and it kept coming. And I'm just like shooing it off. And then I throw a rock at it. And it steps into like the light. And it's just one of those big ass fucking cats. Not like a cougar, but like a bobcat or whatever.
Oh.
Yeah. And I pissed him off, and he just slinked back and went into the bush. And then, like, the rest of the whole time, I was like, is this fucker, like, flanking me? Like, I need to know where he went.
Yeah.
I just thought that was a dog. Luckily, I haven't been maimed.
That's good.
But yeah, Tucson was really nice. I'm not sure about. I don't like Phoenix. I'm sorry, but Phoenix is always dog shit. I didn't like it. They had that stupid fucking lake out there that drove up the humidity, and it was just for all the retards in their yachts and shit. And it's full of fucking needles and the fucking drugs and the bad drugs, not the good drugs.
Right.
I really would like to go to Bookman's again. I love that place. I think there were two locations when I was there, at least. Hey, you've never been, but Bookman's is really cool. It's like a huge library, basically, but it's a store.
Mhm.
But they also had like huge rows and sections of like CDs and vinyl records and cassette tapes and video games, and like it was just like pretty much a used shit store, but it was like top of the line stuff though for the most part. Like you could always find really good stuff there.
Huh.
And they had like good trade-in policies on their games too.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, because that was like during the PS2 days, at least for me. That was right before the newer consoles came out. But I was going there and I basically paid $20 for one game, and over a 3 year period I traded it in for about 12 different games.
Hmm.
Spent $20 and played and beat 12 different games because I would just go in and trade it in.
Right.
Just be like, oh, hey, I want that one. Ah, cool. All right. Cause they weren't like GameStop or whatever, and this was still the earlier days. Like GameStop really wasn't the giant that it had become yet either. So most game stores were like mom and pop places or places like Bookman's. But they didn't
Mhm.
have like a list of like this is what these games are valued. It was just all PS2 games have like, this much credit. That's what people get. Doesn't matter what game it is. As long as it's a PS2 game, that's what they get. That's cool. It's a really cool store. They
That
would even
sounds really
have
cool.
bands play, but you could just go in and walk around because, like I said, it was also like a library. So they had these huge sections of different genres of books and stuff like that, and they would have chairs and everything all over the place. It was just awesome.
Hmm.
All right. Are you going to share your thing?
Mhm.
I'm getting my game rolling too.
Mhm.
Oh, goodness. Play for a little bit, not too long. All right, I gotta pull up the look at my damn phone. What'd you send me on Instagram?
It's not important right now.
Okay. Well, that's why.
They're just they're just funny cat videos.
Oh, that's always important. friends are so gay, except Eric. Let's see. Oh, that's great, man. I'm just now seeing a picture that Eric sent me, and I think I get what he's trying to do here, but it's kind of hard because like sometimes seeing these sketches and stuff that artists do is it's like trying to read another language. It's like me looking at something that's in uh, Japanese or Chinese or whatever to a degree, and that's not an insult to it. It's just as somebody who's not an artist, sometimes I don't have the right mindset to see what they see. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
But I think
I
I
get
get
you.
it here. So it looks like he's got a little one, and there's a big ass one like right behind him. I think. But it looks, I'm excited. I know it's going to be cool because Eric's doing it. Eric always does cool stuff. And there's a reason why I had my phone out is so I could look at the chat. There we go. Show me the chat. Stop sending me shit, baby.
Sorry.
At this point, I've had enough.
Kyla appreciates my.
Well, no, it's just I had the YouTube video pulled up and I was trying to get the chat to pop up on the side. But you kept
Sorry.
sending me crap on Instagram, so that little bar thing pops down and gets in the way of the button that I'm trying to press. And if I accidentally press the bar there, it takes me to Instagram, and I fucking hate phones. I mean, it's okay that it sends you a message, but I don't understand why it has to interfere with me to that degree. I don't get the appeal on that. It's just getting in the fucking way. I'm gonna save points. Immediately spends points. Are you gonna join the game or?
Oh, sorry. I didn't know you had already got it running. Sorry.
Oh, hey, Dave's in the chat. Hey, Dave.
Hi, Dave. All right, I'm in your game. I'm all crunchy.
Yeah.
Hmm.
You were hanging out with your cat, huh? Well, that's not allowed, Dave.
Absolutely not.
We just can't have that, man. We're gonna have to call the cops. I'm gonna text the feds right now. Next thing you know, a bunch of Egyptians show up at your house. Are you gonna ready up, or are you gonna get a goof off on your phone?
I was just getting the chat ready
Oh,
so I could see. Yeah, what Dave said. Be nice to me.
I was nice to my wife once. I put in my time.
Dang it.
What? Oh yeah. Playing with my pussy. Yeah.
Oh,
We've had a guest cat over at the house, and like this thing's like 20 fucking years old, and it's like a hairy lump of bones, basically. But like,
he can go.
yeah, he can. I've seen him kick the shit out of the other cats. Like,
The other
I don't know
cats are
how this
scared.
cat does it. This is like the fucking Chuck Norris of cats.
I tell you what.
But he's got the vampire fangs too that stick out.
He was rescued from Singapore.
Huh. But yeah, and he's got like the vampire fangs, and like he just screams it all the time. And it's not even that he's like angry or anything, it's mostly just for attention, but "Rah!" And he's like the loudest cat I've ever heard. Like,
Mm-hmm.
but he's really sweet too. Like when you pick him up, he's just purring like instantly. He's like, "Oh yeah."
It's not. It sounds like a mean meow, but it's just him meowing how he knows how to meow.
Yeah. It's like if Clint Eastwood were a cat. Has that grizzled voice and everything. Rah!
Mm-hmm.
He's a cool cat though.
Yeah,
And
he's sweet.
of course we got the Dinah, which she's sweet, but she grumbles a lot.
Mm-hmm. Earlier, she just like crawled into my arms.
Yeah,
It was so sweet.
she is a very loving kitty cat.
But if you pick her up,
Oh, we've been walking for
she
miles.
will hiss.
5 days admitted they abandoned us.
Something
Not
must have
his,
happened
but
to them.
she'll grumble.
Either way,
She'll
we're
hiss
on
at
our
me.
own.
Oh, she just grumbles at
We
me.
can
Maybe
go to the
because she
petrol
knows I
station
won't put up with
and find out for ourselves.
her shit. Oh shit. Why are we... Why are we doing this? We weren't supposed to do that. Cat Eastwood, that sounds like the comic. I'll do Puss and Dick. And it'll be like a cat teaming up with a detective. There we go. That's the one that I wanted. You know who the word homeowner has meow in it?
Good luck. Pronouncing it correctly from now on.
You can say home yowner.
Why are we starting over again?
Because it wasn't
Oh,
set to New York.
why are we going back to New York?
Because we hate New Yorkers. They're a scourge on humanity, and we gotta clean them up.
Mhm.
That's why it's called Chapter 1, Decent.
That's Descent.
No, it's decent.
Okay. I like it.
Damn it, Bunko, I will leave your ass here.
Nobody is leaving anybody.
Steamroll the army and then they'll be back. This is our
Alright. We really want to be quiet for as long as possible. Okay.
Where are you
I
hiding?
don't know how hard this is going to be, but this is the highest difficulty.
Dan, you hear me?
I hear a.
We're going for it. Trying the subway to Inwood. Over.
sneak.
I don't know what that is. I can't shoot until it's loud time, so
You don't have a pistol with a silencer?
nope.
Shame on you.
Well, it's not like you told me, hey, we're gonna go into the hardest difficulty beforehand.
Stay sharp. We got a creeper.
There's equipment if you need it.
Can't use it.
Take a look at this.
I don't want to hear your shit. You use that equipment. You thank me for it.
I can't.
Neutralized.
Oh, that hurt. That hurt a lot. Uh-oh.
One of ours is down.
I'm reloading.
Okay.
You're good.
Appreciate it.
Well, that was an emergency situation.
Okay, you can go well. We just didn't need all the other ones running at us at once.
Hey, I'm reloading.
Oh. We lost a character already.
I'll
Oh, no.
respawn.
Oh god. That is a long time for the respawn
I
on
think
this
it's
level.
like 3 minutes, maybe.
Yeah. Still, I mean, it's a big difference compared to what it normally is.
Oh, shit. Did I start the thing? No, I did not?
No noise.
What?
Arnetta scared me because I turned around and she was just there.
See, we got a minute and then we'll get our...
Stairs are out. Push
Hey,
through to the elevator.
Oh, well. Alright. Here they come.
Masking grenade.
Oh, they hurt. Oh, they hurt. They hurt. Oh boy, they hurt.
Reloading. Gas bag moving in. We got a man down.
That was really hard.
That was really hard. That was like 3 difficulty levels up too. Because we've been just playing on normal mostly. So there was hard, there was like very hard, and there was like fuck you difficulty. And I chose that one. And I managed to kill 28 zombies. But I got 16 headshots.
You want to try again?
I mean, we can. Do you want me to leave it on that one?
Yeah.
Okay.
It was kind of fun. Even though it's really, like, too hard. It's just kind of fun.
A dog that goes to prison. That would be funny.
Hmm.
Would he serve dog years or?
Hmm.
What's he in for? Smuggling catnip?
God damn it, Bunko! I will leave your.